What's going on, everyone? I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and in today's video we are talking about and reviewing Power Rangers Green #1 that just came out this week from Boom Studios and Paul Allor and Gustavo Vargas. Let's get right into it, guys. First up, this book picks up in an alternate world where we see a Dragon Zord being used as kind of like a barn for Tommy's farm, because he's a farmer in this universe, in this book. We see Alpha 5 talking about where Tommy is now and how Morella Vex is also with them. Morella Vex is a character created just for this book, and it is mentioned later in the book that Morella Vex is grid-tinged, whatever that means. Alpha discusses Tommy's past, and this is where I had my first issue with the book, and I have several issues with the book. I didn't love it, but my first issue is this. It talked about his past. If you talk about it, why don't you show it? Show and tell. That's like one of the biggest things you can have as a writer. Like, seriously, like the writer and the artist needed to work together to make sure they showed these big things that happened in Tommy's past, including Tommy breaking free from Rita's spell. Like, maybe show off like what happened in issues 0 and 1 for Tommy in the Kyle Higgins run. I don't know. They talked about how he mastered the White Ranger power. Again, maybe show off issue 40 of the Ryan Parrott run. I don't know. Maybe. And then they also talked about how Tommy found Alpha 5 in a desert right outside of Angel Grove. This is not something that anyone knows about. Maybe show us just one little panel about that, and they can dig into that in future issues. But again, if you're going to talk about it, show it, please. Like, honestly, as a big Power Rangers fan, we want to see those moments. We want to get excited for the rest of the issue, and just talking about it and not showing it, I feel like it's a big miss for Paul and Gustavo. They show us next that Morella Vex is in some sort of trance and floating in the air, and we see Tommy rushing over, and he starts playing his Dragon Dagger. And it sort of like wakes her up and brings her back from her trance. And that is when we see this version, a new version of Goldar, jumping onto the scene, looking ready to fight, or so we think. Both Morella and Alpha 5 try fighting Goldar, or a version of Goldar, and Tommy tells him to stop. We figure out that Goldar is not there to fight. He is there because he needs some help to face another threat. Goldar shows them that there's like this red sensor machine thing that's like terrorizing this town, doing like a purge, and we find out later. And they jump into this like makeshift Dragon Zord four-wheeler thing, which does not look cool at all. Like, I'm sure the writer and artist thought it looked cool. It does not look cool. We find out that the machine, the red sensor, is being controlled by Scorpina, and it kind of looks like Rita Repulsa's like home base on the moon, like her moon base, though it's never really revealed like what it is or what it can do, though it is revealed that it's like, or alluded to, that it's created or being used with magic, and that it can hunt down anything tinged with magic or like grid energy is kind of what they say. And it's revealed that it was planning on purging that village. And one of the survivors that did not die was this giant. And he talks about why he didn't die. And Scorpina says, we have to kill him now, right? And they don't show it, but he dies. This giant dies. And Goldar tells Tommy that the red sensor again destroys or kills anything tinged with magic. And it's been hunting Goldar for days. And Tommy is wondering why Goldar is there and if he's actually telling the truth or not. And he's like, for days, huh? And he says, yeah. And then he starts talking to Goldar about his past, saying, I don't think that people that were watching over me were always looking out for my best interests. And again, this is another issue I had. Like, of course they're not looking out for your best interests always, but like the Earth is way more important than just one single Power Ranger. And then again, we find out that Morella Vex should not go anywhere near the red sensor because she's tinged with magic and grid energy. And so it's decided that she will not go fight it. They say they need to go to sleep. And then the next day, Alpha 5 tells Goldar that this version of Tommy is not the Tommy that he remembers. And they start arguing about whether or not Goldar has Tommy's best interest at heart, and we know that obviously Goldar wants Tommy to fight the Red Censor. And while this is happening, Tommy is like bathing and shaving and getting ready and puts on this makeshift Green Ranger suit that he had made, which looks awful. Absolutely awful. Like, I don't know what Boom Studios is doing with like the new Power Ranger suits. I don't like the three diamonds. I don't like his makeshift suit. Like, I don't know what they're doing, man. Like, I have no idea what they're doing. I'm not loving it. At the end, both Goldar and Tommy go off to fight the Red Censor, and Morella Vex has snuck into the back of their Dragon Zord four-wheeler thing. So I'm going to give this book a 6 out of 10. I did not like it. In fact, I almost gave it a 5 out of 10. It's just, like, I feel like I could have made the book a little bit better with the same ideas. So, like, if it were me, I would have started off showing Tommy helping the village, like the people in that village, showing him as a hero, showing him in like this like green like ninja suit, similar to like what the Power Rangers wore in the 95 movie, but like make it green, make it look cool, and show that he's still like a hero. And then show him on his farm and show that, like, you know, while he is still a hero, like he's still enjoying normal life, like a normal peaceful life. And then you can show Goldar coming in, talking about the Red Censor, and talking about how no one can stop it, and that he was hoping Tommy still had some way to connect to the Morphin Grid. And then Alpha tells him, hey, you know, I didn't want to tell you this because you seem so happy and peaceful, but there's actually, you know, a great power on this mountaintop miles away. That if you go get it, it can connect you back to the Morphin Grid. It can bring back the Dragon Zord, and you can fight this Red Censor. That would put him on a mission, give him something to do, give the readers something to look forward to, put him on a mission to, like, and when Alpha talks about that, like, it can be very similar to like the 95 movie of like where they have to go through things to get to that great power, so we can get like the grid energy and to be able to fight this Red Censor thing and Scorpion and all of that. And maybe even at the end of the issue say, you know, it might even give you enough energy to get back to Earth. Like, I feel like if that's how it was written, like, it would not only give fans something to be excited about, but like, I don't know, man, like, it would just make it a lot more fun. And I feel like if you're going to start off a comic book, you need to start it off with like some sort of action and get people excited about the heroes. Like, I feel like this book, I don't know the writer that well, like, at all. I'm imagining he's not a big Power Rangers fan like Kyle Higgins was, or Ryan Parrott. I feel like he's just a regular comic book writer, which is fine. But like, as a comic book writer, you got to know that like every book that you write, one of the characters in that book, like, is their favorite character for someone. And for us, obviously, it's a green Power Ranger. And I was really excited to read this book. Like, before I read their free comic book day issue, in fact, I read that free comic book day issue and I was like, oh boy, what are we doing? And unfortunately, that came to fruition in this book. I did not love it. Again, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the series, and that stinks because I have like every single issue of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers run, again, by Kyle Higgins and Ryan Parrott, and I love that stuff. I loved what they did with Tommy, and I don't understand what Boom Studios is doing with the Power Rangers. I don't understand at all what they're thinking. I don't know, man. I'm not excited about it, but that's just my review of Power Rangers Green #1. Again, I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about today's video. Did you guys read Power Rangers Green #1? Let me know if you guys liked it. All that more. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, go Cats.
Cowabunga. It's morphin' time.